Hey everybody, so we are going on a walk and I'm going to show you and tell you about my experience with the bad orb. So this is my driveway. It was about 10 p.m. This was a couple weeks ago. It was about 10 p.m. at night. I was walking down my driveway, which I do sometimes late at night, to get the mail. I had packages at the end of the driveway at the mailbox. I wanted to go get them. So I was walking down the driveway, unfortunately did not have my phone with me. And I got to, almost to this big tree right here. And I saw over this direction, by those trees there, this light moving horizontally, and it was like a very white, like almost pinkish light. And so I got to about this tree here and I stopped and I waited and I watched the light, and it moved just right across the horizon there against the tree lines, and then it shot up, and it was about, I would say right there in the sky. It was just a light. It didn't have any form. And I suddenly got like this really bad feeling, like almost like a panic attack, like this feeling of dread. And so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna turn around and go back. So then I started walking back, and I all of a sudden had this terrible cramp in my leg, in my right leg. And it was almost like a swimmer's leg cramp that you would get if you're like swimming for too long. And it was so painful, and it was like almost tingling at the same time. So I felt like, okay, that's, am I getting attacked, or like, what is that? Why do I have that cramp? I mean, I run every day, so I don't know why I would get that cramp. I've not had cramps like that before. So I'm like, what if it's this orb and it's like attacking me? And then after that, so I'm running back to the house, and I've got this terrible cramp. And then I get out to the fire pit area, which is kind of, like about 30 feet away from the front door. And all of a sudden I just like my leg, like the pain that was in my leg shot up my right side, like all the way to my arm. And then behind me, like I felt like something was there. I didn't even want to look, and I was petrified. And then I got this ringing in both of my ears, like this insanely loud, high-pitched ringing sound. And it probably lasted for like 3 seconds. And then it all stopped at once. Like the pain in my leg went away, everything. And then I turned around, there was absolutely nothing there. And then I ran into the house. So that was definitely, I think, something related to the orb that I saw when I was going to get the mail that night. So then it was that night, I went to bed, and I had a very bizarre dream. And the dream was like something was trying to take me, like lift me up, and I was laying on my back, almost like one of those like sleep paralysis episodes, I guess you would call it. And I remember it was very difficult for me to like try to talk or say anything, but I remember like forcing myself to say, in the name of Jesus, leave. And as soon as I was able to say that, it took a lot of effort to say that, everything stopped and it was gone. So I don't know. I mean, that tells me that there's something, maybe it was something spiritual, like a spiritual attack of some kind. So then, I started thinking, I'm like, well, what if, we have good orbs? And now this is nothing like the orbs the one that I saw that night is nothing like the orbs that I've seen over my house other times, my other videos. It wasn't those. So I don't know. So then I start thinking, well, maybe there's good orbs and bad orbs. I mean, like maybe it is. It's like part of the spiritual war, and You know, the good orbs are angels, and they're here to guide us and, you know, help bring us to the light. And then maybe there's the bad orbs, which are demonic and oppressing us. Anyway, well, that's just my story, and I don't know if you've had any similar experience like that. Just drop it in the comments and let me know.